Hello everyone, this is Flammy. Welcome back. We're here with another Let's Play episode, and it has been a long time since I've recorded a Let's Play episode. It is Season 5, Episode 6, I think, but it's been like more than a week since I've done one. So we are back with Derpy, and this is my lower level account, and we're here to continue my Let's Play. So what has been going on since I last recorded, so I want to catch you guys up. So I started and then completed this mortar up to level 6, my first one, my first really big project of Town Hall 8, which has been like forever because it's been going really slow since I started Town Hall 8. We'll see what's been happening. Well, we had the update at the late last week, and before that, I was doing much of like fun attacks with random unit combinations for my high level account. So I just really have not played pretty much any on this account at all, and it's really suffered, and I do apologize for that. However, we are in a great situation today. If you look in the top right, we have 1.5 million gold, and we have 1.3 million elixir. Now, what does that mean? That means we are getting close to the 1.6 million needed for this mortar upgrade, and we're getting close for the 1.5 million needed for this barbarian upgrade. At least I think it's the barbarian that I'm going to do because it's the closest one, as well as I think it's the one that I want to do. So this barbarian up to level 5 is what my target is. Now, for the mortar, we are very close indeed. We only need 25,000 gold. That is awesome. For the elixir, we're a bit farther. We need 175,000, and if we cancel out our replacement army, perhaps we can get a bit of that back. But yes, 175,000 is going to be a stretch goal, so we're going for elixir today. Guys, let's go and try to find a base. Now, I have been raiding a bit lately just before this, although like none for like the previous week before that, so I feel bad about that. So I was able to get up to this amount here, but I decided I'd throw it on video and try to finish it off with you guys watching. So I am using my fairly standard composition. I do have all my units here as intended, so perfect army for what I'm going for. I find this army's pretty flexible. Now, the hard part's going to be finding the elixir for sure. Now, I think we'll be able to do it, perhaps not in one attack, but we'll see. Generally, finding elixir is easier. However, of course, that's always like you still have to find the base, so it's not necessarily guaranteed to happen by any stretch of the imagination. But I've been finding a lot of bases that are fairly inactive down at the sort of 1200, 1300 trophies. Guess what? It's the sort of bases that I am often when I don't play for like a week. Yeah, it's sort of funny how that happens. So I find them when they're not playing, and they find me when I'm not playing, I'm sure, and get nice big loots off of me. But I'm going to try to find one of them, get nice big loots off of them. I think anyone who's really active and down here at this sort of trophy count could be really effective. This base, close. It's got 100,000. If it had a bit more in the storages, or either well, I guess the elixir storage or the collectors, I'd be able to go after him, but not quite enough. The new league just started, so almost all these people will be unranked. If you notice one of them has a rank, I'll try to keep an eye on that in the next couple. That means they've been online in the last couple hours, which actually would be very helpful, because that means if they've been online the last couple hours, then they almost certainly have empty collectors, which is important, because, I mean, if their collectors are full, it's a very different strategy for raiding and attacking. Now, the other thing that I'm going to be going for is I do want to try to gain trophies a little bit. Not like super intensely, but if I can, and it doesn't cost too much, I'm going to be trying to get at least 1 star. So we're going to keep that in mind as well, and we're going to keep on searching here, try to find some good elixir. Ooh, there's a good one. Oh, is that enough though? No, it's not quite enough, but oh man, that gold count. Oh, that looks so tempting. So this guy, I would guess, is very inactive. Ooh, is the game lagging? Yeah, it's game lagging. This guy, I guess, is very inactive, and I would guess the majority of his resources are outside in the collectors and mines. So I think I'm actually going to attack this. All the elixir collectors are close together, so I think I could get them with a good profit without doing too much sort of damage. Having to invest too many guys to get it. So yeah, that's going to be good. We're going to go in for the elixir first, because that is it's harder to get, and I think I'm going to be able to get all the gold right away. We're going to go with 3 giants, and then some archers, and these archers are just going to do as much damage as possible to these collectors is really it. I shouldn't need anything more than that to get all of them, so then we're going to switch down here to the gold, where he's got some really nicely upgraded gold mines, 2 11s and 1 10 and 1 9 and 1 8. So this is tempting. I think I'm going to use all of these guys in here. And then I'm going to go in with the arch and stuff. It's going to be not quite as efficient and easy to get, but we should be able to get a good amount as well. At least I'm hoping so. To be determined if that's actually going to be the case. Send in some goblins while the wizards are distracted. It's definitely a good plan. And then I'll use more archers over here on the right with the gold mines. And I think that will get us a good amount of gold. Now, how's the elixir going along? So we got all of that. Looks like we missed out on one in the corner, which I didn't notice. So I'm going to use some barbarians to distract, and then send in some goblins to go get that one. And that should, I'd expect, take him to 0 or very close to 0. And indeed, so it took him to 17,000, so that got another like 50-ish thousand, so that's good. Now over here we have one gold mine left, and oh good, the archers are going for it. That's perfect, just as intended. I was thinking I would probably say it's worth it to deploy it resource-wise, but I don't want to if I didn't have to. And also, we do have a 1-star, so I can surrender now at any time. I'm just going to see if my archers can pick off the town hall. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. So that was perfect right there. So that pushes over the 1.6 million gold mark, and that leaves us 40,000 elixir short. So I can't cancel out troops and have enough. That's too bad. We're close, though. We are very, very close. So I'm going to go ahead and surrender right there. And, oh, sweet. Got another achievement. So actually, that leaves 2 achievements. So we got 200,000 gold and 138,000 elixir. Only used up the giants, the archers, and a few barbarians and a few goblins. So I don't have to actually wait for my army to be fully retrained. The giants should be finished up, and I should have a good number of archers already replaced. So I think I'll just let a couple of them finish and talk about a few things, and then we'll attack right away again. Try to get this last bit going. Let's see, what was it primarily? So I guess I'll do goblins, a few goblins, and then archers. That's too many. Let's do 5. It's lagging a bit because I'm recording. It's a bit annoying. Hopefully we won't have any more trouble, though, like having the video crash or anything. That would be bad. The giants did finish up, so that's good. Don't need to worry about wall breakers. We didn't spend any of them. Just going to queue up 5 goblins and a handful of archers behind them, and that will be enough. Actually, you know what? Let's do barbarians in this one. Keep adding too many goblins. Yeah, a couple barbarians, because we did use a couple of them as well. And let's talk about some other stuff. So, in the meantime, while those things are just training up, we won't necessarily wait for them all to finish. We have a couple things to do. First of all, we can go right ahead and upgrade this guy. Oh yeah, so 5 days, off and going. So what I'm going to do is right away is take this mortar and move it out of the center. Now this is a great thing to do whenever you are upgrading. Mortar or wizard tower especially. I'm going to go and upgrade something in its place. So I'm going to put this archer tower temporarily right there. And we can put this mortar right here. By just putting it right here, it will sort of protect this air defense a little bit. And let's move it over. Perfect. And that will just sort of help out if anyone's actually trying to take out the air defense because, say, they have balloons or dragons. That'll help out a bit. Not super critical, though. Now, if we get another 40,000 elixir, we'll be able to start this other research. But in the meantime, let's look at some other things that we can do. Now, because I've got 2 free workers, I just sent one off right here. I think I can use my other workers to go start upgrading some elixir collectors. This is great to do when you're like me and have free workers and need them to occupy something and just sort of do something productive. So I think I'm going to send one off right here, 56,000 gold. Bam, go. I could do another one. I have the gold for it. However, I think I'm going to hold off and spend all my gold on walls and stuff before I do it, and then send the last 56,000 gold and the last worker off on that. Because, of course, my upgrade over here does not need a worker to do, because it's a lab upgrade. Now, I am going to pull up my achievements. I do have 2 achievements. Recently, I did get this, nice and tidy, which is for removing obstacles, so got 500 removed. I'm going to go ahead and claim that for 20 gems. Now, there is a little bug in here. You notice right here where I'm tapping, you see that? It says 100x0 below it. That's a glitch. It actually gives 1,000 experience, but there was a glitch in the last update which adjusted the text, and yes, it was that. It only happens on certain devices, though, so I don't need to worry about it. Now, you might also notice that the text actually looks really different. And that's partially because I'm on an iPhone, and it's partially because I'm on an iPhone 3GS. So in the last update, they did update the text and the shaders and the shadow effect on the text. Let's claim this while we're at it. But it's really noticeable in certain situations where there's lots of text. So let me see if this is it. So this text here, it should be pretty noticeable in. You'll notice down here the 14 makes it's really, really hard to see. So I think they're going to update this because it looks sort of bad right now, at least on this iPhone 3GS that I'm using. You can also see it down here in this text. It's sort of fuzzy looking, even fuzzier than it used to be. There's also, it looks blacker up here. Another text update was the clan name did get a lot larger, as well as the shadow on it got larger. If you pull up any sort of large text, though, this is pretty easy to notice. So let me go find my clan castle. Here's a big chunk of text. Just look at this. It's really hard to read, so I really hope this gets updated soon because, yeah, it wasn't an upgrade on this device. On both my iPhone 5 and my iPad 1, though, where I have Derp, my other account, it's fine, and it's a good change in general. The text wasn't bad, and the shader just is change in style. On this device, however, does make it harder to read. Alright, so let's check out how big my army camp is, and we're at 163. We've got a good number of archers, a good number of goblins, wall breakers, giants, so I'm going to go ahead and attack with this. And I do have my clan castle guys. So my goal is to also use my clan castle guys, which I was forgetting about before, because some of my clanmates were mentioning how they had level 3 dragons to donate, so I think I'll go try to get some of that. So we do need elixir, and here's a nice big elixir pot right off the bat. So this guy, the elixir's going to be in the center, so might not want to go for this. There's going to be a lot safer bets. And because I don't need it, and I'm not going to use any of the extra, I think I'm going to just go ahead and skip that. It has 173,000, which means I could get a huge amount if I got into the center. But why not search for a base like this, where it's got the 50,000 that I need, but it's only a Town Hall 5 or something. Yeah, that's a really low level. Yeah, let's go ahead and beat up on the Town Hall 5. Should we do it? Actually, you know what? I'm going to skip this one too. I think we can find one which has both the 50,000-ish elixir we need, as well as some more gold. And that didn't really have the gold. Oh, there's a nice big one. Town Hall, level 9. If we want to attack this, I could lightning strike the dark elixir storage, which is always fun. It's got enough. It's got 1,000. But once again, I mean, this base would be really easy to do if I was a higher level, or if I had a better upgraded troops. Both of those would really help. Because they got a ton of storages in the center, which spread out the rest of your defenses, which isn't good. But I'm going to skip it because I think I'd be able to take out like a 1 storage of each would be pretty easy, but that'd only be like 50,000 of each, and like that's the same as taking out that Town Hall 5 that I had just seen, and that guy was just like, I skipped him because he wasn't enough resources. That one I'm going to skip because I don't think I could get so many resources that'd be worth it. This Town Hall 8, let's look at this one though. This could be a good candidate for attacking. Wow, where are all of his defenses? I guess they're all on the left side. Okay, well, this is definitely going to be a target. Yeah, what is this base doing? Other than something very, very, very unusual. Yeah, we're going to take advantage of this guy. I'm going to drop one guy right here, and then we're going to go with the archers, and then I'm going to drop another one in case the wizard wants to switch targets. The archer should take him out, as you see, and watch, he's going to switch targets right now. Yep, he hit the giant once, so that was intended, so that the wizard didn't turn and strike my archers. It ended up being that he only struck him once, so it wasn't really going to matter. It would have mattered if, say, it was a bunch more guys. He got a couple hits off, for example. Send in the goblins. There's a mortar over here doing damage, so let's bring in the giants. I'm going to bring in these giants, and then I'm going to bring in the clan castle or not. I do need to do the clan castle guys, so let's do them right here. With these mortars down, it should be pretty easy to wipe out these defenses, get that dark elixir, and the rest of these guys should start doing damage through up here. Sort of unusual base, just from the fact that it's terrible all around. It's like super heavily weighted on the left. I'm not sure if they're quit or they're in the middle of a redesign right now, but you know what? I'm going to take advantage of it. Oh, they even have clan castle guys. That's so strange. They got a wizard right here, which actually could do significant damage if he manages to get a couple hits off on some grouped up guys. Not sure which unit he's actually attacking, but yes, could do damage, theoretically, possibly, potentially. Let's use a Barbarian King, because why not? My other guy should be doing some good damage in there. I guess I could use more Barbarians. Actually, you know what? We're going to use minions in here because the Wizard Tower doesn't have good range. So we're going to be able to use minions to outrange him, which is perfect. We don't need to 3-star, and if we don't, and I probably won't, I'm just fine with that. I'm going to go ahead and use my guys right here to help out, though. Just do as much damage as possible. Why am I using them if I don't want to 3-star, or if I don't care about 3-starring them, really? Well, because I'm going to have extra elixir anyways, and, I'm not going to use it on anything. I might as well attack and go for the 3-star, and just see how much damage we can do, is basically my goal. Because we've hit my elixir goal, as well as my gold goal, we are good, so I'm just going to keep on attacking like that. And, yeah, that's basically that. I could yeah, let's bring in the last 3 minions over here to take out the Town Hall if possible in the last 53 seconds. I think this should be reasonable. They do good damage, and look at the Town Hall's no health. Perfect. Great use of minions right there. Yeah, always why I keep a few minions just for situations like that, because you generally don't use them much, and that's perfect to just send them in to do those sort of specialty missions like that. And with 30 seconds left, we can go ahead and surrender and see how much loot we ended up collecting. I just attacked right away because I knew this was going to be worth it, and yes indeed, 155,000, 163,000. It's actually not like the hugest amount of loot, but, you know, we're going to take it because it was certainly worth it. Let's head on home and both spend the gold, start the research upgrade, and then start the last worker working on upgrading a drill. Or not a drill, an elixir collector. I could upgrade this drill, and I do want to do it eventually. Especially because level 1 drill, it just caps out, it maxes out too fast. So I want to get to level 2 sometime, but not right now. So let's go start the upgrade. Doing the Barbarian, 1.5 million, go, 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 sweet, that's good. And notice I skipped that Town Hall 5 base, and instead of getting like 50,000 gold that he had, we ended up getting 150,000 gold. So I'll ask for a dragon later off video, but with this gold, I have 1 worker, so I'm going to go spend as much as I can as long as I have 56,000 left over to upgrade this guy. As you can see, 56,000. So let's go upgrade walls. And once these guys are upgraded enough, I will eventually get around to rearranging my base, which I've been meaning to do for like a week or two. Base rearranging always seems to fall by the wayside with me. Ah well. Oops, and I spent a hair too much. I thought I'd be able to do it just enough, but you know what? We can collect a teeny bit from here, and there's our 56,000. I'm just going to go head around to the gold mines and collect it, so we can spend as much as possible, and we'll be able to spend a couple more thousand, but not a ton, like probably 2,000 more. Exactly, 2,000 more. So what we'll do is come down here to these level 1 walls, upgrade it once, upgrade his neighbor once, and then we're left with 56,300, which is a perfect amount to go upgrade this guy. And that will then occupy my last worker for another 2 days, and that's a great use for my workers when I don't need to really pay attention to them. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this Let's Play episode. 2 attacks, 2 mission successes. We got both the mortar upgrading down here, as well as the research going up here, as well as occupied the workers, and did some more upgrades. So I'd guess that would be very successful all around. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for the lack of Let's Play videos lately. Please do let me know what your favorite video type is in the comment section below. I've been trying to do a lot of different series. I do my subscriber base reviews, do my high levels, do my high level like random unit attacks. I do other content like Jorge interviews and updates for the sort of analyzing the update. So please guys, let me know what your favorite type of video is in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I'm putting out Clash of Clans videos every single day that I possibly can, and often 2 videos a day. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and clash on.